up, everyone? It's me, Stef, the alternate, the alternative, and I am joined by Michelle from Royal Daily Tea for this week's Royal Clubhouse Live. Thank you so much for joining me. And in this segment, we are going to be discussing the Royal Zero of the week. Oh my goodness, we're going to have some fun with this one, guys. So buckle up, hold on to your butts, because this is going to be a fun ride. Michelle, I'm going to start with you. Hun, who is your Royal Zero of the week?
Well, I think it would have to be Megzy. Yeah, Megzy for sure. And her overexpensive outfits once again. I think this ensemble was $19,000. And I think that's just the clothes. I don't even think that's the jewelry. And again, they're going to one of the poorest countries with crime, you know, like you said, 30% poverty level. And she's wearing a $19,000 outfit. She had 3 outfit changes already in one day. So again, it's like, why? Right? Why 3 outfit changes in one day? So I think we're going to have about 12 different outfits if we're doing 4 days, right? And this outfit, to me, I mean, it's the same one that she wore, that yellow dress where it looked like she was wrapped in her mother's quilt, where they did that New York car chase, right? And then they did the one in Nigeria. She had the same dress style that she wore in Nigeria, and then she re-wore the same style, just in a different pattern. But it looks like a carpet. No offense, but why are you wearing your Nana's carpet? Your Nana's quilt? Like literally the yellow dress looked like a quilt off someone's Nana's bed, right? The second one was okay, but the third one, again, it looks like a carpet. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I give her the jackhole of the week. And it was inappropriate. There was a picture of her sitting there and her knee was like protruding. And the vice president, did you see her, was giving her a little side eye? And then she tried to cover herself. It's like, again, yes, you clearly do not know how to dress for a state event. Like literally, ma'am, come on, cover the bony knee.
Just cover up altogether. I mean, this is the thing, going back to this particular tweet, and thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Henry Wales for this one. So, yeah, this first one here, this is from the NYC catastrophe situation that never was. Let's be real here, okay? Opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. And here, for the UK represents out there, she looks like she's wearing the packet of a Crunchy bar. This one, she looks like a freaking demented zebra. And this one, it looks like she's wearing literally like me grandma's carpet.
It is like, or something you would upholster a couch with. Yeah, it looks really thick. Doesn't it look kind of like a thick material, like uncomfortable? It looks uncomfortable. At least the second one was like resort wear, but the first one looked like her Nana's quilt. This one looks like a carpet. I don't get it.
Well,
I don't get it.
This is the thing, okay? At the very least, at least with this particular outfit here, it is by a Colombian designer, which was my gripe that I had when I released my breaking news video yesterday, where I was like, yeah, breaking news. Hazza and Megzy have landed in Colombia, and Megzy is already screwed up because her first outfit, official outfit that she was seen in, wasn't by a Colombian designer. It was by someone in freaking New York. Like, when you land, you either like wear the colours of the country or you wear something from a designer from that country. It's what Princess Catherine does. It's Royal Tour 101. She wants to emulate that, then why isn't she doing that? It's insane. So for her credit, at least she is wearing a Colombian designer here. The only problem is, yeah, it don't look like she's got any fashion sense. What the hell? And she looks like she don't even know the existence of a tailor. That she don't know that tailors exist. Like, what the hell, right?
Well, I like the brown. I'm going to be honest. I did like the navy outfit. I thought it was nice. It was one of the nicer ones. And I liked the brown ensemble that we showed earlier. I thought that was actually a nice ensemble. That's not ugly. I think it's actually quite nice, but it's $20,000. So, you know, I just feel like she's doesn't read the room. Again, the environment that she's in, always dresses a little too fancy, a little too expensive, and a little too exposed for where she's at.
Yeah.
You know, cover up, you know? The knees don't need to be protruding. You know, nip slips don't need to be happening on your DIY Colombian tours. Okay. So I think, again, she could definitely use a little royal protocol, some training classes. Maybe she can learn how to dress, etiquette, maybe 101. We can send her a link to some YouTube channels, right, Steph? But I mean, it's common sense. You don't have protruding necklines and something cut up to your vagine on a Fox Royal tour. So that's just my 2 cents.
Hey, that's fair enough. And so let's get on to my royal zero of the week. And it's Prince Hazard losing his chief of staff, Josh Kettler, only days before this Colombian tour even started. Now, I did a little bit of an in-depth video here, so if you haven't watched it, do so. Meghan and Hazard lying about the real reason the chief of staff quit. Now, this is the thing, right? It was announced firstly that he quit. Then I'm like, well, why do you think he quit? Could he have been bullied into quitting? Again, and I did a video about this as well, so guys, do check it out. Because of all the alleged history of Megxie bullying, could it have been the same here? Where she bullied this chief of staff, allegedly, okay, into quitting. And so a lot of people were actually thinking the same way. And so then what did Hazard and Megxie do? Through sources, representatives, whatever you want to call it. They then turn around and say, oh, no. He didn't quit. He left by mutual consent because he was hired on a trial basis. Okay. Well, initially 3 months ago when he was hired, it was announced that he was hired to guide Hazard into his next phase. I think it takes longer than 3 months to guide anyone into their next phase. And it makes zero sense for him to quit or to leave by mutual consent just days before the Colombian visit. If anything, you'd agreed for him to leave after, not before. Yeah. And so for me, Hazard is the zero of the week because he lost his chief of staff only days before literally an international tour. And has completely, as far as I'm concerned, shown himself to be a liar as to why he left in the first place, because their reason for him to leave, which was by mutual consent and it was only on a trial basis, makes zero sense whatsoever when you look at the other aspects of the situation. So to me, Harry is my zero of the week because of all of that. What do you think, Michelle?
Well, first of all, was it Josh? Is his name Josh Kettler? I almost made him my hero of the week. I really feel like the man he literally found a life raft and jumped off the Titanic. He really did. He's like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to Colombia. He went to Nigeria with them. So I think he was like, you know what? I got to get off of this. This is ridiculous. I think he wanted to leave. And the rumor is that Harry was trying to beg him to stay. And like you said, in 90 days, can you just imagine? It probably felt like 10 years, right? In dog years to him, working for Harry and Meghan. 3 months feels like 7 years. So I feel like the guy was like, I can't do it. I can't. And this is a guy with a very, very impressive resume, a very good experience working for high profile people. People like that don't usually go on a trial basis. He's not at the cashier at the local grocery store. He was the chief of staff. A 6-figure plus income doesn't do a 90-day trial. You don't make a public announcement saying, hey, we hired this wonderful person if he's on a 90-day trial, right? So to me, it sounds like the man realized they're a nightmare. He wants to get off the Titanic. He did not want to go with these people on another trip. He just went to Nigeria. I think he saw the writing on the wall. That's my opinion. They're trying to save face and say, well, he was just on a trial basis anyway. No, I don't think so. I don't buy that story. I think he had enough.
I think he saw the writing. Totally agree with you. And that's why I've chosen Prince Harry as my royal zero of the week. But I have to admit, I swear on my life, like I swear down, right? I was close to actually choosing Josh Kettler as well as my royal hero of the week. Because I was like, dude, yes, standing up to the gruesome twosome and being like, screw you, I'm outie just days before an international tour. Like, that to me is like a boss move. Like, it's very impressive.
I won't be surprised if there's another person before the end of the year. And look, remember, we just lost a person who was doing the Invictus Winter Games, right? For Canada, they've lost 2 people. And then the person who was running all of the Invictus Games stepped down, 7 months before the first Winter Games for the Invictus. And that was his idea. Why would you leave before you would see the games, right? He left. Nobody wants to stick around with Harry and Meghan. I mean, we've seen their body language, just the 2 of them. Can you imagine how they are behind the scenes? They're a nightmare.
Well, this is the thing. Like, he is the 18th person to leave Harry and Meghan since 2018. They just can't seem to hold on to their workers. So, to me, it's like, did Josh Kettler leave by mutual consent, or was he, allegedly, bullied out of the job? And it's like, you've got to look at the history of these 2. They do not know how to keep their workers. Again, this is the 18th person to leave them since 2018. Like, are you kidding me?
What was he doing? He was helping Harry do what exactly?
Take him into his next phase was the official kind of rationale when it was announced that Josh Kettler had joined about 3 months ago.
I mean, because Harry works, 1 hour a week doing the Lord's work. So what exactly was this chief of staff directing Harry to do? Was it for Invictus Games? Was it for Archewell? I'm a little confused on what exactly this person was doing. Besides counting staples, like the people who the task were counting staples for a year. Maybe he was bored. Maybe he didn't have anything to do. I don't know. I don't understand why they need a chief of staff, because they have that other person, James Holt. Doesn't he kind of run Archewell? So I'm kind of confused what this guy was even doing, but apparently he didn't want to do it anymore. So 90 days and he was out.
Yeah, well, P. Wookie, thank you so much for the $2 sugar bucks, ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way, saying, wish there was both option. Well, no, you have to choose. Who is your royal 0 of the week? Is it Megzy? Is it Hazard? I'm going to end the poll here. 206 of you voted. Let's see. What are the results? Michelle won. Meghan Markle gets it with 79%, Prince Harry with 20%. So, yes, you have just made Meghan Markle your royal 0 of the week. Thank you so much to Terry Love for the £5 sugar buck, saying, I wonder if Megsy's split dresses are there to flash some posh knickers, not Victoria's Secrets, probably. If she wears any, who knows? Can't assume whether she wears them or not, guys. I'm just saying.
I love when y'all British say posh knickers.
Posh knickers.
I'm gonna have to use that from now on.
Posh knickers. Yeah, it's like what do you call them? Bloomers or something?
Panties.
Panties? All right. You call them panties, we call them knickers. It's all the same thing, guys. With that being said, yes, you have just crowned Meghan Markle as your royal 0 of the week. If you appreciated this video, if you're watching on the replay and you want more, and believe me, of course, there's going to be more. You do not want to miss my next video. Make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Everyone in the live chat, stay exactly where you are. We are not done with you yet. But if you appreciated what came out of Michelle's gob, and of course you did, because you voted for her choice. You made her choice royal 0 of the week. Then make sure you head on over to her channel, Royal Daily Tea. Michelle, in a nutshell, what are they to expect on your channel when they get there, love?
A lot of royalty with some humor. We talk about all royals, the working royals, as well as Harry and Meghan. And of course, I bring in a lot of other topics. I do bring in some shopping favorites. I do have an Amazon store where I do some replicate items, some royal replica rings, fashions, that type of thing. And we're getting into the holiday season, so we might do some Christmas items that you can give to your royal lovers out there, book ideas, movie ideas, book ideas, all sorts of fun things.
Nice. Looking forward to all of that. Thank you so much, Michelle. With that being said, again, everyone live in the live chat, stay exactly where you are. We are not done with you yet. But for those watching on the replay, there are some videos that are going to come up right now that you'd want to clickety-click. Clickety click.